Yeah.
Sir.
I knew it. Hello! Hi! Welcome! Hello!
Yeah.
Hi! This stream has started 3 hours later than I intended. Only 6 hours later than it should be.
Cheese.
Oh my god, stop!
Yes.
Hey, there are new cheese sounds.
Cheese.
Playing, I mean.
Fromage.
Hello! Welcome.
Cheese.
Welcome, Devil. Devil,
Cheese.
Cheese.
There's a lot of
model.
cheese descending on me right now.
The models.
No! Cheese. No!
Lactose filled.
My hand, it does nothing.
Cheese.
Oh my god, there's a new cute uni sound. Cheese.
Juustoa.
Hello,
Cheese.
Devil.
Cheese.
I actually did
Casseri.
go and save the...
Cheese.
Yeah, I went and saved the cheese, so I'm not refunding that one. Thank you for the posture check and hydration is Stewie. I'm gonna do it now. Don't get cheese in this drink. Ha! You didn't. Too late.
Caseraki.
I'm also gonna stretch. Maybe if I make a cheese stretch a whole lot, it'll like full. No, it's not. Well, hang on.
Cheese.
How dare you? I'm back. Hi! Welcome, Devil. Welcome, Liquid. Oh no, the cat is on the computer again. I know, I'm sorry. I just like, it just makes nice clicky sounds. Okay, that's dangerous to do when I'm... Why do you look like I had like a duck bill for a mouth there? What the hell on the sensor? Is it normally that way? Welcome Devil, Stew, Liquid, Art Universe, hello. Ghost, welcome. Chaos, hello, hi. That's a really cute wave you made, Ghost. Welcome Omni. Welcome Maki. Welcome Niche. And I think that's everyone. Let me go through the other redeems that I missed. Also, hello, awesome prowling machine. Thank you. I prowled too hard. I got put in jail. Now these hands will never prowl again. Just stayed on your face. Never went with the stick cam. I'd not seen that before. Just stayed on your face. Never went with the stick cam. I don't understand. I'm silly, but I first have to give pats to Omni, so this is gonna come through the bar. I'm trying to reach Pat. No, not that way out. Not that way. No, not that way out. Okay, now I can get Pat. There you go. Okay, now my other hand is apparently stuck. Wait, is it the other hand? Yeah, it was the other hand. Hello! Take it close. Look at that forehead. When you got yeeted, the camera just stayed in your face. It did! You came with me! That was a self-yeet. I'm trying to point, but you can't see my hands. It just makes my camera go red. Linted, hello! Thank you for sliding in. And Beat, welcome. Myriad, hello! It's a Uke in jail. Could it be a crook? Yes. Yes. Thankfully the camera is not crooked today, though. But didn't change jail cat redeem into a cat transport box? That's a great idea. But how the hell would it work? I'm in human form. Not that I can transform. I'm not a magical cat. I come with great news. It's possible that I just speedrunned unemployment because I got a job interview tomorrow. Oh my god, good luck! Good luck, Maki! Speedrunning unemployment. That's a good thing to do. Usually I hear it the other way around. Speedrunning employment. Because you get fired quickly. Not you personally. Instead of just the bars, a whole box appears around you. Or maybe you become small? That would be cool. How the hell would that work with everything else? Oh my goodness. Not a magical cat girl. It's with a heavy heart that I tell you. No, unfortunately not. Paid my tax? The cheese tax? There is no cheese tax! Thank you for reminding me of taxes so soon, no? Oh my goodness. I could blend one up. The problem's not so much the Well, I mean, yes, actually, the carrier thingy would be a problem for me if I were doing it myself. The bigger problem is trying to get it to work with everything else.
There might be no cheese tax, but there is a pad tax.
Aww! Oh, that's excellent timing, and then what the hell? Thank you. Thank you for the pads. And thank you for the flipping 41-month resub. What the hell? I'm gonna keep banging my desk for every syllable I speak.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's probably what the people downstairs wanted to do to me. I can't remember if I said this on stream before, but, a group that I'm part of, like, just some friends, are wanting to make a little visual novel. Just a very silly, chaotic one featuring people from the friend group. It's a VR chat friend group, so we don't have to have awkward flesh avatars in a visual novel. We can have cute VR chat avatars. You guys to give the 40% of all pats she received to the government. No! Personally pat the Prime Minister, who knows how many times. Thankfully, brackets question mark, I don't earn anywhere near enough from Twitch to be taxed. But I've still gotta go through the process of updating like every single payment and totaling everything and filling in all the right things in the form and telling them exactly how much I earn and all that stuff. Which is far, far more tedious and time consuming than it has any right to be. I don't earn enough pats to be taxed, unfortunately. Time to fix that. Yikes, yikes, it's a cat on the string. The stew, don't use up all your points, no! Although, I do appreciate it. Thank you. I don't deserve this many though, stop! Welcome, Christopher. Hello, hello. Oh my god, I'm having to scroll up, I can't read the chat anymore. Thank you, Stu. Stu, I thought you didn't have that many points, what are you doing? I thought you used them all up all the time with the hydration and pats and I didn't mean pats, I mean hydration and posture.
Casseri.
Oh no, now the hand is smearing the cheese into my head. You have 1k now? Now? How many did you have before? Hi Umi Pie. Hi Devil. And so while I'm receiving far too many pats...
Cheese!
Oh, now it's being smeared in again.
Cheese.
I'm not smiling, tracking. Stop betraying me. Why is the hand so misaligned that it's rubbing the air? Stop!
Cheese.
Why am I being yeeted? When was that done? I didn't see that. While I'm out of screen, I scroll up. Oh, there it was. I see, all the way back then.
There. Cheese.
Yeah, there! Yeet! Though, not cheese. Remember to also give the Prime Minister all the cheese tax while you're patting them?
Cheese.
Yeah. Ah!
Kaiser.
Hey! Exia,
Cheese.
hello! Thank you for the pats. Oh my goodness, they begin again!
Cheese.
Ah. So the visual novel is very chaotic, and one of the cheeses. Oh yeah, so I volunteered to make some of the music for it. I have sort of
Cheers.
been assigned, more like assigned myself. Hey,
Cheese.
I think 4 pieces of music to make so far,
Sir.
and one of them is
Cheese.
yeah, one of them is cheese. It's actually not. It's even more ridiculous though.
Cheese?
It's a silly secret glorp-related thing. Oh my god, I really thought that was about to be me being cheesed. I've been Pavlov-dogged, but in a bad way. When I hear the
Cheese!
no, when I hear the sound. Thank you, Chris. But not for the cheese! Okay, that was a little louder than I expected. This is the perfect amount of pass for you. Oh, thank you. So anyway, the piece of music that I started last night, I started one because I thought this is probably going to be quick and fun because of how silly it is. It's music that plays in a special situation,
Cheese.
in a special cheese, no more. Where there's a glorp that arrives. You know the glorp cat, the green alien cat. And so I needed to make some very silly glorpy music. And I'd like to show it once the chaos of the redeems dies down, at least. Also, for the crest. And let me just fractionally repay the pats given by Exia. Pat. You're being patted by cheese right now. Hold on. I'll do it this way, and then you can see the eye. No, wait. I can just tilt it this way. My head. No, this way. Now you can see it.
Cheese now.
Eye! No! That was a dangerous sound. I'm gonna have to remove that sound. I'm checking. There you go, pats for the axe. Also, congrats on streaking 30 times in a row on my stream, sheesh. Alright, so this should be audible. It's not. This should be audible. There's such a nice cat. No, you. And currently it sounds like this. Get out of here, Alice in Wonderland, Cabana and Mario Hatchet remix by Shingo Nakamura. That's all we have so far. I am getting hot. I need to turn on this fan. There we are. If I ever make a game, I'll ask you to make my game music. Thank you! I feel like I need at least one foghorn bass in there. Foghorn bass? What is foghorn bass? Foghorn bass? I mean, like a trombone or something? Just really low pitched? What would that be like? Oh, hang on a minute, that's the wrong. Wait a minute. I have to assign these channels. And I also have to go on the right one. We need like crazy reverb on it though. That was a wet fart. What do you hear in D&B all the time? I think D&B existed when the synthesizer was made, but I'm actually not sure though. The more aggressive version of the WoW. So it probably would have distortion on it, and maybe it would be square bass. Is it similar to what's my square bass? This one?
Sweet little Uke with a smile so bright. You turn grey mornings to golden light.
Aww.
Giggles that sparkle wherever you go, a soft little warmth and a gentle glow.
Aww.
Kind little Uke with a heart so true, joy seems to follow in all that you do. Stars feel jealous when you're in view. Because none of them shine quite like Uke.
That's very, very kind of you. What the fuck? Thank you, Black. Is this me, or is that like really loud compared to me? I don't know why that was so loud. But let me check my settings. Oh, I don't know why. Hello, Nooch. Thank you very much for the extremely sweet poem. What the hell? What the hell? Aww. Aww. You may continue your wet fart sounds. Okay, thank you. Something like this, but then actually distorted afterwards. So it's a bit weird. It's a sample of distorted bass that will then be distorted again. Out of curiosity, I kind of want to hear it, even though drum and bass has no role at all, no place in this music at all. But now I'm just curious, so I gotta hear it. Where's OD1 and OD2? There it is. We'll pan this hard left so that it goes only through one of these processes, and it won't go through to reverb afterwards. What does it sound like? We're going to pan it back to center. Hold on a second. What the fuck? Okay, that's concerning. Nice. Well, I'm gonna restart this and not save. Amazing. I sent a thing in stream chat. Okay. Am I gonna get a copyright strike if I play it? Hold on, the thing's reloading. Actually, my taskbar's going crazy right now. Get the Okay, so we were on patch, base, synth phase 1. We were on this one of these. I think it was this one. Why is there so much resonance? Is it normally that much resonance? Yes, there is. But it's not normally played that high pitched. And then OD1 and 2. I still want to try and do what I was originally trying to do. And then pan that back. Why is that? Oh, because it's not going through the... And then it doesn't go to reverb. And then... Ooh. Hang on a second. Where is the... Oh, these are going to be the same minutes like that. 1 kilo fangs. Sheesh. I'm very curious about the thing that you posted. Foghorn basses equals brutal. Okay, I'm gonna play this, but you won't be able to see it. Jesus. Okay, so it's something that's being blown out to square a bunch with almost like some sort of... It's almost like a phaser or something, but I can mimic that somewhat with... I can't put a phaser and distortion on at the same time. Wait, I might be lying, actually. There is overdrive and phaser, actually. Ah. Imagine a phaser would be done after the overdrive, though. Let's see. I gotta do this. I'm not hearing it though. Am I crazy? Oh, wait. Phaser makes 127. Does it need to be halfway? I've never used this one before. How come I'm not hearing this effect kicking in? He's got like a lot on his... He's got a lot of this on his works with list 2. A pyramid style envelope. A pyramid style envelope. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Well, let's just go back to this and send this back up again. And then add the all-important high resonance. I mean, that's not what he was doing, but it sounds cool as fuck. It's not a million miles away, actually. I haven't even, like, actually... Oh. It sounds like a kick! What the fuck? I accidentally made a kick. What the hell? I didn't know that was possible. Amazing. Well, I'm making noises that I've never made the synth make before. What the fuck? Dude, some of these sounds are really cool. Let me slam the overdrive up to stupidly high. The way it like rolls off at the end, what the hell? Anyway, This is not going to be part of this music, but interesting to know that I can coax such an interesting noise out of this
Caseraki.
nearly 30-year-old synthesizer. Why cheese? We gradually return back to normal. Thank you for the derailment. That was kind of fun, actually. What the hell? Hi, Meow Gogo. Welcome, welcome. Why cheese? Exactly, why cheese? Because cat need Ned's hat? I do not need a cheese hat, though. What do you think I am? Toho character question mark? Well, not that I think. I don't know any that has a cheese hat, but... Hi, Spray! Welcome, welcome. 8.64 hectofangs. What the fuck is a hectofang? Anyway, let me remind myself of what I made, because I've already forgotten. I swear, this sound... I was just looking through sounds that the synth has, and there's this one... Well, there's an entire section, actually. I think all these are... Not all of them, but some of them are from... Goblin? Yeah, there was this one down here called Gargle Man. It's just... Oh, well maybe we don't play it solo pitched. It's such a ridiculous sound. I didn't even need to fiddle around with it. Well, I did slightly. I like changed the pitch a bit and the attack and release, but... It's such a silly noise. It's like perfect. Like an alien trying to communicate. Like these are sounds that clearly were just, you just had extra space on the ROM or something and they're like, yeah, sure. We can get the sound engine thingy to make a noise like that. Add it, call it Gargle Man. And now here I am actually fucking using the sound. Stomach sounds when sick. Like that, right? Anyway, that sound is just sticking it out your tongue and wiggling. Yeah, it's just like... I can't go too high pitch because then the resonance is not catching the harmonics are too high to catch it. And unfortunately, changing the cutoff frequency doesn't have an effect on this instrument. I tried it. Not even changing the resonance does. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the silly UFO sound was also just this. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay, it was something else. Oh, it's this one called Falling Down. Okay. Let me see. I kind of... Do you know like an MT32? It's a Roland sound canvas. 88 Pro. That's just what it's called. Yeah, I was so flipping lucky when I found someone selling it. And the person was in Japan as well. The reason that I'm lucky because of that is that people seem to like actually take care of their shit in Japan, and something that's classed as used, like used condition, is generally gonna be really fucking good condition. Compared to like if you're buying something from my country.
Yes.
And yeah, they sent it over. So yeah, that was really good, and thankfully it didn't get destroyed in the shipping because it was packed well. White cheese. That's what I've used for every piece of music that I've made on stream, by the way, and a bunch off stream. Including my starting soon screen and my AFK music. But welcome Alex, and welcome Egoist as well. Hello. Hi. Alright, what sounds we want? I don't want to reuse this. What the fuck? That sounds really cool when it's low pitched. Dude, this almost sounds like a texture that could be right out of a, Why is it like no?
It does. It reminds me of the thing that I'm going to keep saying everything reminds me of. Almost some Quake 2 atmospheric sound. Are we playing Plot the Point again? Plot the Point? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Ah! Okay, let's see. What do we need? What do we need? Ah! Whatever you want. Whatever you need. God, I just realized, in a spurt of evilness before I started streaming, I loaded Twitter to prepare to stream because I post an evil announcement when I'm going live.
And I discovered that there had been a stoplight ice. Thank you, because it's time to stop throwing the cheese. No, there was a fucking Zenless concert this year. Actually, there were multiple ones. I think there's been at least one in China, and there's been one in Japan. Anyway. Sorry, the reason I just was reminded of that, aside from the fact that I literally just watched the videos before I started stream, is, whatever you want, whatever you need, because Bernice's theme was played. Anyway, we're trying to make something distinctly less cool than Bernice's theme, but maybe no less catchy. Anyway. But yeah, there's an entire fucking, like, proper concert, like, some live singing as well, and they played one of the songs, and the one from China, they played the, my favorite theme from the entire game, which is the music that's played during the Battle Tower section. They had, like, a sort of, almost this, like, that sort of electronic-y section near the beginning, without music. Where they also played, like, the VR battle theme and stuff as well. It's cool shit, man. Is this how people that like Love Live are? Is this how it feels to be one of them? Because I was getting very fangirly and wishing I could be there when I was watching them. And they also had, like, some people doing the actual singing as well, like for Bernice's one. Anyway, back to this. Back to this. I know my stream title is music, but it's meant to be not just talking about other people's concerts and actually making my own. Alright, question is, do we now... I feel like there's a couple of different ways I could go, but I feel like what I want to do is almost... I don't want this music to be able to go too different. I feel like the scene is going to be pretty short, like very short. I feel like we're not going to hear it loop like more than once. This visual novel's silly scene. If I were to like double the length. So I don't really want to do some fancy little bit where it goes to something different and then back to the start, which I usually try to do in my looping music commissions to try to avoid like listening fatigue and annoyance hearing the same thing over and over. So I feel like maybe I want to do something very similar again, but just with different lead instruments and silly background noises. Because this is meant to be like a short and sweet and highly unserious thing. So I felt like I could do that, and then I could move on to a different, maybe slightly more quote-unquote professional or just serious song. So if we were just to copy the entire bass, I can mix it up a little bit. Twist my bass. You can certainly use different... Oh, you know what? I just remembered what I was thinking, what I was planning for this, was that I could maybe use triangles. Like, instead of the hi-hats, which we have here. For another time around. But maybe not. Maybe that wouldn't be ideal for this, actually. Because a visual novel is like a murder mystery thing. And I feel like triangles remind me of murder mystery things. I think it's because of the Pink Panthers music. Some weird percussion. Needs more cowbell. Oh, true! Where have we got a cowbell? Oh, there we are. Got 2 cowbells here. Wait, I'm already using that here. Hi, Tascan. Welcome, welcome. Alright, what other silly instruments do we have? And when I say silly, I just mean like silly. Thank you for the pants. Hi, Kiona. Welcome, welcome. What sounds silly? Clavichord sounds kind of silly, but I'm already using a clavichord with a long attack and a lot of resonance. Oh, I know! Right. To make it sound more alien-y and silly sci-fi, we should just have like a sine wave that's like or something like that. Yes, yes, yes. That'll be a variant of square wave. Let's not override clav. Sheesh. Isn't it funny how a sine wave can be either like a high whistly thing or it can be the sound of a bass drop? The ever versatile sine wave. Ah, my ears are being massaged right now. Phone listeners, rest in peace because you wouldn't have heard a damn thing. Something washboard sounding? Washboard sounding? You mean like the wobble board? I don't know if I can do that easily. So we can use the same bass for now, these. Okay, let me just copy and paste the same percussion in as well. I'll probably change it, but I just want something to keep the rhythm for now. So fucking stupid, man. I'm gonna call this Alien Whistle. See the bass at the same time. Something, yeah, I want something that's like this, but we also need... Do I want to have automatic reverb for that? It's also not quite... Oh my god, can we... Oops. Yeah, sure. It's not really siney enough. I feel like an ocarina would sound sinier than that. Whistle even? Ooh! Yep. That'll do. We need way stronger vibrato though. Have I found the MIDI program looks even older than Reaper? I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it is. It's 1997 is when it first came out. I didn't have it back then. I never synthesized back then. I didn't have a fucking computer with a MIDI output back then. I mean, I didn't even have my own thing. Do we need... Oh, right, that's right. There's so much reverb because I put reverb to maximum. I feel like I maybe just want to... control the vibrato myself manually and not have it kicking in on every note. Maybe not. Maybe that is suitably silly. Okay, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. I'm doing it. Oh my god, we need portamento as well. We need portamento. So we can go... Yes. Yes, we're doing it. Maximum silliness. How do we do this again? Portamento is like 3 different controls. I think this one turns it on. And this one controls how long it takes. I don't know how long this is going to be. It might be really long. Oh my god, it's perfect! We could even have it like take slightly longer. I'm being reminded of the flipping Simpsons House of Horror music at this point. Wait. There's so much flipping vibrato and I couldn't even work out which note it was. It does sound haunted. It does a little bit. But it's just like, picture a silly little glop in a UFO floating across the screen. It's almost like the sound of an abduction. Abduction. We could also just not have portamento all the time. Maybe I do want it to be longer. I also don't want it to... Do I want it to have as much reverb as it does? I think it's making it a little painful to listen to. Do I have the vibrato kick in a bit later? Why does it sound like there's a big gap between these two? Hang on a second, I have a... If this fixes it, this is very silly. It didn't. Okay, good. I thought it was the order in which these are put in because I... Oh no, I didn't delete it, did I? I just moved it up and down. Or down. Or maybe I have 0 delay. Okay, hold on. I gotta think again. That's as much as my brain pre-calculated. How's that? It needs to continue longer like the bass does as well. How about we make it like drop off in a really silly way? Pitch wise, like if I just slam pitch bend sensitivity up to maximum. Wuram? What is Wuram? That reminds me of the room name of ESP32s. Maybe. Working RAM? Oh. How about we do that a little bit? And then... And then we could go to a different instrument there again, just like we did originally. We went to this one. Also, this is making me realize that this needs to be louder. Oh, I've lost the connection to Twitch chat. It's connecting. It's reconnected. I wonder if my thingy has also lost connection. Test. Oh, mine actually kept connection this time. In before the pub sub connection got lost and we're about to hear Robo-Uke announcing reconnecting. Yes. And we want to change this. I don't want it to be the same exactly. How about this? I do want to keep this part kind of. Everything's got a long attack time. I can't make silly noises by scrubbing back and forth because nothing gets a chance to fade in. Yeah, maximum. I don't want to make it too... I don't want to be trying too hard as a thing. I don't want to make an interesting tune. Do you know what I mean? It's meant to be silly and whimsical. So it's originally. The sound is so much better with this though. Well, it's the same damn note as the bass, but that's probably why it sounds harmonious. Oh, it's not gonna be quiet. It actually does work, even though they're off by one semitone. Music is weird sometimes, huh? That might work. Yeah, that works. That works. That works after all. Okay. We need more silly sounds to fill in the dead air here. Well, there's not that much dead air actually. That's kind of a problem. I might want to make more dead air. It's like the only empty time. I kind of want this to be able to fade off for even longer. It sounds like a cat meowing. That's partially the idea, because it is the Glorp cat. Glorp Evening Center. Hello, hi. I know what I'm gonna do here. Oh, gotta bring the pitchman back up. Get up. Hang on. Okay, we need these three triplets. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, the portamento is too slow. I have to speed it up a bit here. Are you the glove cat? No, I'm trying to channel my inner glove there. I think we need to start coming down. Okay, that's too long. We're never even reaching the bottom. What am I trying to do? I'm like na na na. I'm like wanting to actually hit the na at the start of this. It's almost like I just want a long bend up and a bend down. I guess I could just do that manually with a pitch bend. If I want that much control. Also. For the Kuna. Hi David, welcome. Oh, thank you for the pasta check as well. And the hydration. Do I have any left here? I do. I'll finish this. There we are. Tracking was working not at all throughout it, but you probably heard me swallowing. Hey!
Cheese.
I guess I could just manually, or do it by like through trial and error if we remove that and bring it back up the delay for the time. Oh, been too soon. Wait, did it not reach? Am I putting it in the wrong place? Oh, I just learned something about how this works. So if you, so it updates the portamento time mid-portamento. Oh, let me try something experimental. And if I then halfway through this, or not halfway at all, but somewhere near the beginning, slow it way down, it actually will change the speed that it's going up. Wow. I didn't know that happened. Huh. Man. What is portamento? It's the gradual changing of pitch from note to note. Instead of being like bum bum, it's like bum bum. It goes on a burger? Does it? And I'll demonstrate with the bass because no, I won't. That'll be annoying to set up. No portamento on the squiggly noise goes. Okay. New update. Thank you. So this is with no portamento. It just changes immediately. And this is with some kind of slow portamento. I didn't even get a chance to reach the target pitch. It goes on a burger. What is the... I don't get it. What is that meant to be? What is it meant to be? What sounds similar to portamento but goes on a burger? I don't know it. It's almost like I wanted to slow down right immediately before it. I'm kind of surprised. I should just be doing pitch bend. But it's annoying to try and get pitch bend to hit on exactly the right note. That's the reason I'm reluctant to do it. Oh, you know what I could also do? I can try to match. I almost do want to be doing this with manual vibrato rather than relying on the entire time. Because I wanted it to keep going throughout here rather than just slow. Because that sounds... you know what? I'm just gonna fucking use pitch bend. Stop beating around my bush and actually make the notes I want. Okay, so I need... How many things do I need to pitch bend by semitones? We're here. We need to reach... there. So it's 1, 2, 3... Also, I can zoom in to actually be able to see this damn thing, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, it's a fifth. This world's spookiest bass drop. Wait, why can't I go lower than that? Oh. Holy my ears! I wonder how many of you can hear that. Crank the ridiculous subwoofer. Anyway. Alright, we're gonna go down by 7 semitones. Let me set the bend sensitivity to... Oh, right, I've already set the sensitivity stupidly high because I was doing the stupid meow thing here. Okay, we're gonna have to change pitch bend sensitivity. Yay! MIDI technicalities. Okay, we're gonna need a registered parameter number. LSB of 0, and a registered parameter number, MSB of 0. And then we can enter the actual value we want, which is 24 at the beginning. Where's data entry, my beloved? There it is. And we can do the same thing later on. We don't need to redo these two because they're still going to be set. So when we need it to become less sensitive, we can make it 7. Right around here would work. Value 7. Now I should be able to bend 7 notes down. Have half open with little bass. Have half open with little bass. Wait, that sounds cute. What the hell? I don't understand it, but it sounds cute. So we're going to drop that when it does that. How does that sound? That should hit the note. It does. Nice. We wanted to like maybe wait a bit longer. Headphones. There's a missing emoji. Have. Oh, okay. No, I see the emoji. I see the emoji, but I just didn't. I didn't interpret it as a word. I see. This is not really what I want, actually. Do I just want a straight linear thingy? Huh. Maybe I do want this to be faster then. Do I just need the fucking attack time to be higher as well or something? Or lower rather, faster? I don't think I do. Oh my god. Sorry, I gotta stop with the sine bass. Hi Annika, welcome. Thank you for the pats for the bass. I'm not being able to get it how I actually want it. Why am I selecting both? I thought I was meant to not select both if I did it in the other direction. Why am I struggling to get this? This is such a silly, simple thing. Well, that's similar to how I did. Whatever, I'll leave it there for now. Also, I think this just needs to be a little bit higher in volume. Just in general. Oh, it is quite loud when it's that high pitched. Yeah, they could be a little louder, I suppose. Although maybe it's better to just have them be a bit quieter, you know? Some variety. They are the same velocity, actually, but it just sounds so much more shrill when it's up here. If you crank that one. Sure, that'll do. Saw harp vibe, saw harp. What is a saw harp? Oh, yeah. True. I forgot about that. I forgot it's a thing that you can like what do you call it? Bowed saw, right? I wonder if there's a variant of that from bowed glass. No, there's not. It's so weird that you can use you can just use like a violin bow on like a saw. The kind of thing they used to cut down trees. Yes, that saw. You can play it. A musical saw. That's the word I was looking for. What if we search? I've never used this feature before. Let's try it. Well, I want... Why did it not let you search for 88 Pro, but let's you search for 8850? It's a bit weird. Let's just search for everything. Okay, we can see it this way. Nah, these are all like sawtooth things. Wow, look at all these. These are the things that I'd have if I had the next level up. Ah, if I could get my hands on an 8850 one day. That's like the highest of the sound canvas line, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, that'd be so cool. It's like over double the number of saw instruments. That's insane, man. That's insane. Use a violin, bow, and anything. You're an adult. I can? Wow, I wonder if I can use it on my mic stand. Anyway, I feel like we need some more very silly noises, and I know just the place to find that. The car just skidded into a drum. Wine glass may work. Yeah. Wasn't there a sound called like... Oh no, I don't want alias. What was it? Hang on a second. Let me show you the cutest sound on this synth, by the way. How cute is that? Should we have a cat sound because it's the Glorp? Nah, I think that'd be a bit confusing. Opens funny noises folder, right? The sound effects kit on this thing. I used one, but I don't remember where the hell it was. It was none of these, actually. We're doing somewhere else. Nyan! Hi, Sherry Cat! Welcome, welcome. Funny noises folder. Most of these are not silly. They're also extremely fucking loud. I don't know why I've got it turned up so high. Anyway, what music software is that? I think it's a very sensible question. So this is a program called GS Advanced Editor, which is for Roland synthesizers in the sound canvas line. So I have like a physical synth sitting on my desk. I'm pressing a button on it. And it just sends out MIDI messages to help you more easily configure the synth rather than having to use front panel buttons on it. Hobbyist music producer after 13 years. Nice! This is for like a pretty old... Okay. Very old line of Japanese synthesizers.
Descend. Cheese.
No! And then this is another program, which is not the same program. That's why I said it's another program. Which is just a general MIDI sequencer. General purpose. Not made specifically for the synth. Although when you go to MIDI device and instrument, it does actually have awareness of the synth in that it can show the right instrument names. But it's just me. Studio One as my DAW. Studio One. I've not heard of Studio One. You use FL Studio? I've used FL Studio a tiny bit. If I were willing to make like actual like properly serious music, as in like okay, that sounds kind of rude. If I wanted to make music that that would have like commercial success if played on a radio or something, basically. Not that I think I could do that, but I wouldn't be trying to do it using this synthesizer. This is for more like well, I mean, it was typically used for like computer games and a lot of OSTs and stuff like that, but back in the day. And I just have a soft spot for it. And was very happy I was able to get my hands on one. I know I have fun seeing what sounds it can make despite being so old. But I'd probably use, I don't know, I have Ableton at the moment, but I've never been able to make anything particularly good on it. Right now I'm just using it for processing, cleaning up and adding silly things like this and this and this and this and all that crap to my audio for streaming. This is also a really old version, by the way. The music is a combination of J-pop, Vocaloid, and industrial noise stuff. That's pretty interesting. Wow, what a range. Used to stand Reaper as a production program. I don't know. Have I? Is Reaper the one I've tried? No, I don't have Reaper installed. That can't be it. Fruity Loops. Yeah, I have Fruity Loops. It wasn't spelled that way, though. Was it? Yeah, I used it back when it was called Fruity Loops, I think. It was a long time ago. Maybe in... Well, it's not that long ago, I guess, but early 2000s. Early to mid 2000s, I suppose.
Disgusting!
My ears! Presonus makes Studio One. I've not heard of that before. What's disgusting? What the fuck? Also use Reaper. I've never used it. I just installed Reaper on my Linux PC. I see. Org plugins for your music and Vocaloid. Interesting. In the meantime, you have me making this silliness. Oh, hang on, I just realized why it's so loud. Big idiot. Wait, this is the wrong note. What the hell? It should have something different going on, though. It should really have... What do you mean, it should really have something different going on. Thank you. My Starting Soon and BRB music was also made with this. Just slightly less silly. I feel like I want to add more stuff that's like using the triplet notes, because I feel like triplet notes are just a little whimsical, maybe is the right word. And would suit this more. Like really the only thing, oh my god, really the only thing that is, well, we did have a bunch of triplet stuff over here. But usually it's just the, and the, wherever the other one is. And stupid noise. Yeah, we need to change it slightly. What would be an okay, not over the top and serious way of taking this? What if we just go up by like a semitone and down again? No, not a semitone. Something like that. If you add too much to the triplet area, you make rats. Rats, we are the rats. What? I'm pretty sure we are the rats. I'm pretty sure we are the rats was dotted notes, right? Rather than triplets. Like the they'd be like this. Rather than the triplets, which would be But I don't know, I've only heard meme versions of it. Isn't the song a meme anyway? Please try making something silly sounding. Do it! It's fun! Until you're doing it on stream and then you have the pressure of everyone watching. Where was the silly... Oh, you know what? I am gonna find out. Let me load the thing that was Frap Charity. This one. Watching silently judging. I know! Oh, it's rhythm effects? Oh. Okay. I forgot that was the thing. Back to Glorp. We go. Get out of here, SFX. Punches SFX out of here. Oh, there's a second rhythm effects as well. Oh, rhythm effects 2 was just like reversed things. Sorry for my writing. Okay, this is far more suitably goofy noises. Jeez. Why is it in a place called rhythm effects? That was particularly the sound that I was thinking of. There's a bunch of sounds that are actually just reversed. Dude, listen how long that sample is. What the hell? That's like 1.5 seconds long. That must be a large amount of the ROM being used by that. What the hell? Maybe it's a low sample rate because it's mostly muffled. You also have LMMS on your Linux PC as well. LMMS. What was that? Little Music Making Studio something? Is that what that stood for? Interesting. I've not used it, but I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Oh, it's kind of a little bit shrill though. I was thinking something like that for... Oh, it's a bit shriller. What if we pan these to somewhere on the left? Not too left. This is already quite hard left though. Where were these ones? They were a little bit on the left as well. Fucking noise every time. I'm looking down here at the and sounds and I forget that is going on up there. It's like a free DAW for all platforms. Is that the one that also exists for the Game Boy? Because I've used something with like a name that I feel is similar for the Game Boy. I don't remember what it's called though. Might have been LMMS. Thank you for the Pat's Mint. Alright, not SBX, SFX. The Game Boy one is... Oh, little LSDJ. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. LSDJ, not LMMS. Yes, thank you. You even realized why I was getting confused. Nice, thank you. Okay, we're gonna put that over here. Which note was it? Oh, it's all the way up there. 68. Somewhere around here? What the hell? This is fucking velocity sensitive? Wait, the silly noise is velocity sensitive? Hang on, I gotta try this out. Let me go to an empty area and insert a bunch of notes. And then I gradually make them increasingly loud. Yeah, listen to this. they're fucking velocity sensitive. What the hell? Wow. So low down is... it's really strong. Wow, that's fun. I wasn't expecting that. LMS stands for Linux Multimedia Studio. Okay, yeah, I was confusing the LSDJ, which is Little Sound DJ. Also emulated LSDJ. Interesting. What does that sound like if we just make it far faster, I wonder? Dude, this almost sounds like a sort of an abduction beam sound. Okay, but what about faster? Starting to sound less like an abduction beam. Someone above asked about the name of the MIDI track. Wait, didn't I just... Oh, Sekaiju. So it's called Sekaiju. Without the other U like it really should be. Oh, it's open source now, by the way. The first time I used this on stream, it wasn't, but it is now. Hang on, let me link to it. I mean, you can find it easily, but... It's, Where's OPS? There it is. No. I can't believe this is fucking velocity sensitive. Now I'm curious about what other ones of these sound effects are actually velocity sensitive. You also have a Korg Volca sample? I've used my tracks. I don't know what that is. Is pop also velocity sensitive? Where is it? 3 notes down. Oh my god, it's fucking velocity sensitive as well. I can't speak. Velocity sensitive as well. As I put them at a higher velocities, it's... the pitch changes. I assume it just goes higher pitched as it goes higher. Why is that oddly satisfying? It almost sounds like you're tipping something out and it's going like boop, 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 boop. Well, I guess this would be better for that. Go slow it down. What's this like then if I... Okay, it just sounds like I'm fiddling with the music box. Okay, now it just sounds like a glockenspiel almost. I kind of want to try this with all the different flipping notes now. If a lot of these are velocity sensitive, what notes, what effects are we missing by not playing around with the velocity? Dude, even that's velocity sensitive? UI bar filling noise, kind of. That's kind of interesting. First it just sounds like the pitch is going up, and then it sounds like it's actually being hit harder. Like it starts mixing in some deeper sound. Korg made a series of various desktop synths and a couple of samplers under the name Volca. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm learning. Okay, finally, one's not velocity sensitive. This is just this is people on my door if I keep on slamming my desk. The alternative to that is just me slamming my desk. That's kind of painful. Okay. I think we might have made it out of the velocity sensitive zone. Ooh! I love the ones that just start sounding more harsh the harder you hit the note. It's like, it reminds me of the footsteps in Cyberhook. Actually, did that ever happen? The people at the door? Yeah, people have knocked on my bedroom door at nighttime because my whispering was too loud apparently. I was trying to be quiet. That scared me for a second. I didn't know what the fuck that was. Okay, now it's down to percussion. Of course, I could just change the flipping pitch of these over time if they're not velocity sensitive, but... Oh my god, I have to try it with this. This one. Why is it cutting off? This is like part of a longer sound. Increase the delay, question mark? Why is this a sound? Why? Okay, what if I shorten it? And I just do this. No, it just sounds like it's going through a delay feedback thingy where the pitch is going up. I also make my own AMVs. Dude, that's pretty cool. Do you make AMVs to your own music? That's pretty cool. Oh my god, we have maximum decay now. I was about to say one of these days we're going to hit a sound where the long decay time comes to bite us in the ass, and it just did. Ooh, we got really long delay water drops. Wait, the pitch drops if you keep playing it? Ah, the... Why is that an oddly pleasing sound? Right? Now my MVs are very experimental in music as I use a lot of glitch effects. I'm actually kind of curious to see that. You're making me think almost of like demo scene music and visuals. Like, there's one called, Brain Filler by... I have no idea. And, that one was really cool. Hang on, let me make it, if you have a link, let me know and I'll make it so you can post it. Right now, you won't be able to. But while you're doing that, I wanna see if I can find this one. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. Oh, come on! There we are. Observer. Well, very stylized version of Observer, I think. I assume that's how you meant to pronounce it. This. By the way, this is done with in 4 kilobytes. Yes, 4 kilobytes! The visuals and the sound. Because it's a shader, basically. Oh, this is available on a shader toy as well. Do they link to it in the description? They do! Okay, in the description of that video, there's a thing on the shader toy where you can run it as well. Hey, if it's on a shader toy, then I guess I can show it on stream. Because it's like a site that, you know, you're supposed to be able to look at and do stuff. Okay, on second thoughts, maybe running a shader like this while I'm streaming is gonna slow down my stream. Let's find out. You have to do a thing to make the sound work. How do we do that again? Is it that? Wait a minute. Bring this back. How do we make this work again? Oh, there we are. If I make this bigger, there's more pixels for my thing to render. And it'll get really slow. But this sound is being generated by a shader. Okay, this is gonna get really fucking loud anyway. Hold on. Oh god. Quieten it down a bit. So this is entirely the sound is coming from this shader, and the visuals are this as well. And in total, this is less than 4 kilobytes. I mean, well, when it compiled, it's clearly more than 4 kilobytes. If I put this in full screen, I think it's gonna not manage to render very smoothly, and it might slow down my whole setup. Let's find out. I am a little bit slower, and it is much slower. But this is rendered in, there's like a 4K, oh no, sorry, there's not a 4K resolution, there's a 720p 60 version there though. It's so fucking good, right? And then bits of the music drop out. And then this happens to the visuals. Slight spoiler. I wish I could zoom in, but like not make it render high resolution. Just have it bigger but blurrier. Look at it! By the way, I think this was the winner of the one of the shows, one of the demo what's the word? Competitions that it was shown at once. Ah, it's so good, man! It's crazy, and it has like an end as well. Let's all marvel at shader code written by someone who can actually write shader code. By the way, this person has done like live streams of making music as well in shaders. It's like a rabbit hole that goes kind of deep. On YouTube, I think that they were on YouTube. Or at least their archives of them are on YouTube. Ah. It's very, 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 very cool. And then it ends like that. So I'm presuming that the exact same things are like driving... Well, maybe not actually, because they're completely separate shaders. But yeah, there are certainly some... They're using some of the same numbers, right? So a thing triggers in here the exact same as sound, and it's like at the exact same time as the sound does, and it's like... Anyway, so you just saying experimental music and like glitchy things reminded me of that, and I had to share it. It's very cool. Yuck, what is this? And why do I want to stare at it for 4 hours while drinking energy drinks? It's this. Well, there's a link to the shader toy thing in the description there as well. Writing music in shaders. Yes! Maybe I should try sometime. Yeah, 496 bytes is insane. Man, should we just do a stream where I just like gush over a bunch of like my favorite demo scene demos? There's actually another VTuber on YouTube who did made like a little presentation about the demo scene and showed off some of her favorite demos. I wish I knew who that was so I could find it quickly. She was a cool VTuber. She's even done a little bit of soldering on stream as well. Hold on. I'm gonna try and find this person now. I can't just tease you with promises of demo. Here we are, I found it! What the hell? It's in my history. I mean, I'm happy that I could actually find it. Amiya Aranya. Here we are. This one in particular. Is it Aranya or is it Aranya? I can't tell. Is that a small ya or a big ya? That's a small ya, right? Yeah, that's nya. That's a nya right there. Anyway, she did like a whole presentation on like the demo scene and like showed off some of like a bunch of significant question mark ones. Yeah, it's very cool stream, very enjoyable. Oh, that's the 8088 something or other one there. Okay, let's stop. Back to stupid creations where I don't have to have skills. Fairlight as well, yeah, there's Fairlight. Oh, that's a horrible noise when I have the decay time turned up. What if I turn the decay time down to 0? Probably doesn't have the note going on for long enough. What the fuck? Why does it go down now? Okay, that's interesting. This is so unpredictable. Dude, okay, that's kind of a sound that is unpleasant to me, but which people who like ASMR probably like. There's an EXO release of DOS demos I keep meaning to grab. EXO? Is that a group? I don't know that group. Maybe I would recognize some of their stuff, but I don't remember them by name. Is it supposed to be panned to the left? Yeah, it is. I'm not sure if I'll have it The pan to the left when I use it, but by default is for some reason is pan to the left. Do you need some help, advice about producing and sound editing? I'm alright, thank you. I'm alright. I do enjoy sound editing. What I'm doing right now is I would be surprised if you were able to give advice. Wait, it's going to sound really, really arrogant and rude. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I meant just because I'm using a ridiculously, a silly, niche, old piece of hardware to make the music instead of like actual proper, you know, workstations. I'm sorry. I appreciate. I mean, it's kind of you to offer. I used to go to demo parties back in the day. That's so cool! I wish I could go to a demo party sometime. Oh my god. Yes, and you want to contribute? Oh, you want to make one as well? That'd be very fun, actually. Oh, that'd be very fun. Oh, you know what I could do? What I could show you? Actually, this is completely on topic right now because it has to do with music and demos. And it's a thing I made. Hold on. I've never had a better opportunity to show this. One sec. One sec. So, do any of you know about... let's just show it in a video player here. Do any of you know about oscilloscope music / demos? Why is this not playing? What the fuck? Okay, there we go. So essentially you can connect... you can make sound that sounds like music or something, but also the exact sounds get fed into an oscilloscope set to like XY mode. The left channel could drive the position of a dot left and right, and the Y channel controls the up and down position, and you just move the dot around in very quick places by having fast changing waveforms, and then you try to engineer those waveforms to actually sound nice as well. And I was like, I have an oscilloscope which can do XY mode. I have a synthesizer. Unfortunately, it's a MIDI synthesizer that's controlled through actual hardware MIDI, which is extremely inaccurate with timing. But maybe I could make some fun patterns on the display. And so I fiddled around, and this is not in full screen properly. And it looked like this. It doesn't actually sound like nice music. I was just trying to make nice patterns, but in a MIDI file. I'm sorry for your ears. And then there's a slight change in pitch down there to make it go the other way. The problem is the exact timing of when two different things start is super important, and I don't have that accurate timing. That said, this is a fun, repeatable thing. Just some fun patterns. It does look like a cityscape, that's what I thought. Ta-da! That was a fun hour or so. Anyway. I want to send you demos torch. Oh, you want to send me demos torch? Ah! It's so unpredictable. Starts playing Megalovania. That's very cool. Thank you! Thank you very much! Also, welcome in, Shillian. Thank you. That's hurting my ears again. Why is it so loud again? I thought I turned the volume down. Oh, I did, but I turned it back up. When did I do that? So we could just do a silly thing like this and have the pitch go up. Resuming the actual making of music, except Not really music at this point, just silly sound effects. Oh god, that's not what I wanted. Velocity. Excuse me. Up and then down. I didn't realize I accidentally left one at full volume at the end. I just sound like a sound effect from Earthbound. This one? This is just sort of meant to... I thought this sounded a little bit... You know, let me bring it off the left channel so much. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? This one, right? I thought it just could sound a little bit like a, you know, stereotypical alien abduction beam, right? Get out of here. Maybe it does need to be a little bit higher. I don't want it to be too long either. There's also the problem of it. Funnily enough, when you press the note harder, the sound is louder. Why is that? But yeah, I don't want it to get too loud. But I could compensate. I think if you want good alien abduction sound, I think Earthbound sound effects is a good place to start. Did they happen to use an SC88? Oh my goodness, I'll just give you a few tips. Yeah, I know about ADSR. I know about ADSR, but unfortunately this is a sample-based synthesizer. I do have control over attack and decay and release, thankfully. But... Oh, sorry, yeah, did I say attack, decay, and release? Yeah. But they don't always work for all instruments. They kind of chose how they get interpreted. Some instruments, like the decay, doesn't make a difference. Like for a piano sound, for example, doesn't really make much of a difference because it's based on a real sample, and they don't just... They're not able to... Well, it's the sound of a piano, and it takes a long time before they start looping the waveform. So it includes the natural decay of the piano. So changing the decay here doesn't really change the sound. It doesn't fade any slower, really, because the sound it's playing still fades. I would like to actually do a stream sometime where I like teach basics of audio stuff though. You know what? I'm moving this into a place and I want to see how it sounds in context.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That just sounds stupid and annoying, I'm gonna be honest. Oh well, it was fun to play around with. Software doesn't work well? Software doesn't work well? No, it's just a different kind of synthesizer. Like, this is a hardware synthesizer I'm controlling right now. From 1997. It's sitting on my desk.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Ah. I'm gonna come back to this some other time. I'm gonna come back to this some other time. What? Let me think. What are the other ones that I need? What are the other ones that I need? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Wait, did I copy and paste the... I have a text file somewhere to tell me what the other tracks that I was supposed to make were. No, I don't want a flipping anaconda. I want the RenPy thingy, which is inside anaconda, but it's... Where are we? Where did I save my flipping notes for this thing, man? Oh, yeah. UkeNotes.txt. Okay, we need music for... Oh, shit, I haven't... God damn it, why didn't I copy and paste this before I started stream? Hold on a second. Where are we? Technical ideas. Okay, so I need to make music for a pool room where people are playing pool, 4 people are playing pool. An arcade. Okay, that could be fun. And for a boring conversation. I'm gonna be honest, the glorpy music also sounds like it could work for a boring conversation. Hi, Minika! Yes! Yeah, it is! Unfortunately, my brain is a little bit not working right now. But welcome, welcome. Let's start a new one. For pool, I want something like, it's the weird one that works really different from standard. It's one made by one of the 2 companies that do that, yeah. Roland has their own standards and Yamaha have their own extensions to the standards, I should say. And they're not compatible with each other, because why wouldn't they be? Why would they be? Yeah, this one's GS. Which is what Roland called their extension. The standard being GM, it's fully GM compatible. If you send it a GM MIDI. Why is my hand stuck, man? Why my hand keeps my hand keeps getting stuck? Okay, how about we do flipping arcade? So if I just go and play one of the things that I made for Nova's Game Jam before. It sounds very arcadey, but I don't want to do exactly the same thing, of course. Let me just show you what I'm thinking I could do something like, maybe. So there was this one. Zip. I don't know if I want to go like full chiptune like this though. Stylus interest. Do you work with MU synths such? I have never had an MU synth, I'm afraid. This sawtooth sound? Here? Is actually my favorite channel that I made for this one. Because I really like the chords. Kind of sound like guitar tapping? Kind of. This up here is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Yuki Van Halen shredding. Thank you. I'm gonna mute some things. I'm exposing how it's put together. Oh, it's this. Get out of there. Oh, that was its own channel. I'm forgetting how I even made it. Oh, it's this. That's what it was doing. Along with... Anyway. 10, 16. Shredding cheese! Oh my my god, that's amazing. I'm getting so hot. I need to turn on another fan. I'm sorry. Summer is approaching. My room is warming up.
Cheese.
No cheese, why? No.
Cheese.
Well, let me at least turn my fan on first. I don't want it to melt on my face. Okay.
Käse.
I can start to cool down. It's not actually that hot, is it? It's not measuring that hot. I mean, that is hot, but
Caseraki.
I was expecting it to be hotter. I think it's because I'm getting like embarrassed slash something because of showing things. Forget to re-update everything because it's still set up for the other one. Well, we're probably not gonna have pianos in an arcade. Okay, I have an idea. What?
Wigger.
Why'd she say like Woga? Why is it so quiet as well? What is going on? Wait, why is it so quiet? Am I crazy? Oh, I know why it is quiet. Okay.
Wigger.
There we are. It's because I turned the volume down when I was showing the brain filler demo. What is Wega? Where's my sword? I mean square lead.
Lomyuki death. Nyan. Lomyuk no likes that.
Yeah, true. No staring at the long uke, please. No scaring the long uke. Or staring. It's like aga, but you wag your tail as... What is aga? Oh, aga? An aga? Okay, that's something like an actual square. What if I just slap cut off to maximum, so... I'd say this sounds the most like an actual square wave. They kind of all sound very similar when the cutoff is high.
The caffeine may have got me a little goofy.
A little goofy. Right in the goofy. Okay, I actually thought up a plan, but I've already forgotten it. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay. Wait, what actually happens in this scene though? The setting is in an arcade, but it's... Two people have passed out because they're drunk and or high. Okay. Okay. That kind of changes the tone that I was going to go for. The first music software I used was Propellerhead Rebuild. Propellerhead! I haven't heard Propellerhead in a while. Emulates Roland TB303 and TR808. And the Roland TR909 drum machine. Hell yeah! It was very hard to figure out and use. Very impractical. Very cool piece of software. Interesting. I have not used any one of those things. However, there are 99 and 808 drum kits on this synth. And TB303 bass instruments. Bassiator dev. Bassiator? Today's reason. Oh, okay, it's like... You mean like it's reason... Is the reason from back then? We did demo watching in Discord last year. We did! We did! This could have been more, right? Was it only last year or was it longer ago than that? We should do that again, but with like... Another set. Maybe there's been like another demo party since then. Party is the word I was looking for earlier. Okay, so the thing that I was mostly thinking of, you imagine that this is like arpeggiated if you want. I was imagining something like... Fine, I'll do that. What kind of tempo is this? Hang on, I was thinking of... Maybe like 125 or so? The fuck? Why are we going back to this? Oh my god. Maybe it was 2 years ago, I'm not sure. I wonder. Let's do this. I'll just lay these out for now. And then I'll also shrink these. Can we just do the same note every time, please? We don't really want reverb. Why does this put itself back on? I'm not sure what instruments I actually want yet. I'm just trying to think of the notes. She arped on my arpeggio until I something until I switched rapidly between notes coming out of my mouth. You know, like ah. I made it work. I made it work. What if we do another note up even? It sounds far too happy for people passed out drunk, man. But it's an arcade! We could like add reverb to it, I guess, to the entire thing afterwards in the game to make it sound like the music's actually playing in the arcade. Rebirth was first software from Propellerhead Company, also Reason. Wait, Propellerhead just renamed to Reason Studios? Is that what you're saying? Huh. I wonder. I should save this in here, let's call it arcade. Ordinary MIDI file, please. Thank you. Before I forget, I'll save this as well, not that we have anything worth saving yet, man. I kind of want to get some amount of percussion in here, but the percussion is just going to be like bit crushed noise, kind of. I want to put somewhere near channel 10 because it's percussion-like. There is a white noise instrument. I don't know if it's going to be a bit crushed enough, but I can also put an insert effect on to make it extra lo-fi. Let's see, so I probably don't need to. Sound effects, seashore white noise, which when played lower We probably do need it to sound a lower quality than that, don't we? I set up a lo-fi. Which one do I actually want? Okay, not that. So this one. Wow, that's loud. Where's the... Thank you for the retro. I guess I am retro now, huh? Why is it so, like, aggressive? I feel like it's doing like a compressor. Okay, that's what's doing the compressor. Okay, good to know. Okay, I don't think we need that. What is the difference between this and that? One just sounds louder. There is like some kind of extra compression going. Oh, I wonder if the bit rate that's being reduced as well as the the bit depth that's being reduced as well as the sample rate. Because there's like 3 different sample rates, right? High, medium, low, and then high, medium, low. And every time it just sounds like it's getting a bit louder. Oh my god, this is starting to sound a little bit like Game Boy noise. What the hell? Like linear feedback shift reducer noise. Holy shit! That really is like 1 bit. So I guess if we don't have it on that. Yeah, okay, it was the bit depth. So 0, 1, and 2, like every 3 of these are different, a different bit depth comes in. So this is the middle one. I'm not sure I want it to be 1 bit. Oh. You can hear it kicking in when I change it. I wonder if the waveform is... Oops. I wonder if the waveform is like just going up. I mean, there's like some kind of DC offset happening. I mean, DC... What's the word? Removal happening, but... Let me see. Which one do I record from? This one? Oh! It is! It is sort of... Wow, look at that. Interesting. 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 Yeah, bit crushing is fun. Crush my bits. Okay, we probably will just have this louder. Yeah, I don't want it to become 1 bit, otherwise I'm not going to be able to have the sound like fade away, you know, like in a sort of gradually going down way. Which I'm going to want, so let's increase the release time as well. Oh, what the hell? Listen to that. Like it's staying low at the end. Maybe I don't want the bit depth reducing at all, although I'm curious what it sounds like when it's reduced to 1 bit. Oh! You can hear like the individual samples at the end. What if I make it even slower? Nice. Except not really. I don't want that. That's what it was actually doing. It must be like instant attack. I don't think decay makes a difference. No, not for this one. Cutoff filter? We don't really want it doing anything. Oh. Oh wow, aliasing, listen to that. Oh my god, what the hell? Dude, it sounds like I'm tuning an AM radio almost. Wow, when you get above like the... Oh, is that what the post filter would stop? Not really. It's kind of a nice, aggressive snare sound though, compared to... Do I want... Wait, it sounds almost like a bass drum and a... like a kick and a snare though. Dude, that sounds almost like a clap. Like a lo-fi clap sound. What the hell? Dude, that sounds totally like a lo-fi clap sound. What the hell? Wow. Oh, whoops. That's so weird. That's so weird how, like, huge resonance that's too high-pitched for the lo-fi thing, like, aliases back around and makes that noise. Wait, what did I changed something. Shit, what did I change? Oh, I think I'm starting to play high. Oh, okay, never mind. I just changed which note something. Oh, right, we gotta play... We gotta play notes high enough before they start having this weird effect. Why do I always do this? I end up choosing 2 tracks with the same goddamn color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's like 8 different colors and they start repeating after that. I'm probably gonna want to turn this volume down a bit. Okay, the volume control does still work properly even with this weird effect on. That's good to know. Okay, we probably want this to be a bit shorter as well. Oh, that's not what I meant. Duration to be a bit shorter. I'm not sure I like the sound of this, I'm gonna be honest. Sounds great! Thank you! Right after I said I'm not sure I like the sound of this. I don't want to just rely on an ordinary kick either. Although now I'm curious about what a 909 through this lo-fi thing would sound like. Probably not much because it's so low pitched, right? But if I reduce the bit depth, it sure would sound different though. Let's find out, since we were talking about 909s earlier. Hi, hello, welcome, welcome! Where are we? Oh, I'm not even in the normal kick range. Here we go. What if I now send that into the lo-fi? It's probably going to sound mostly the same. Ooh! A little bit of ringing. But now if I do the thing that makes it reduce the bit depth as well. Okay. Wait, it's kind of nice. What the hell? That collab sounds so horrific. It's almost like someone screaming. Dude, these toms! It's so nasty. Okay, I gotta hear what a cowbell sounds like on one of these. I'm blind. Where's the cowbell? I need more of it. Is it not a... Oh, there it is. Holy crap. Oh, it's probably also because the decay time is turned up. Well, it's originally... Okay, normally it'd be this. But through the ridiculously low lo-fi, it becomes this. It almost sounds like mortars. The Mortis voice. Your old telephone? Oh my god, the tambourine is completely unrecognizable. It sounded like someone sneezing into a phone. Hear every sample, right? Oh, this is gonna go on for a while, huh?
2, 1, 3.
It's still coming back out. Whoa! This reminds me of when I had a sound card that was dying, and like all the sounds that it would play would have that sort of weird wow 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 sound. Whenever it finished playing, it would be like you'd hear it gradually settle down like that, but it would never go away, unfortunately. It just sort of went down to a quiet sound and never stopped. These are unexpectedly cool sounds. Now I should wonder what now I could feel like I just want to run them through a an ordinary overdrive without the down sampling. Wait, what does an actual clap sound like though? Okay. Oh yeah, right. I remember now. Yeah, unfortunately this is probably gonna make the... Wait, that might still be usable. I just gotta make the release time smaller. That might still be usable. Alright, question. How does this sound? Does this sound awful or usable, I wonder? When I add a kick, which is note 36. Wait, what am I doing? Wait. I see. I forgot I made already. You can't hear the low fineness at all. I might as well not bother. I might as well not. What does it sound like if you use that techno kick though? I'd have to tune it probably. That's horrible. This is silly. This is kind of silly. I should probably make the kicks myself like I did in the other one, which was just using a square wave with a portamento when it so it went like do I even want kicks? Oh my goodness. The questions never end. Let's call this porta kick. And it's gonna be a square wave as well. This is make it exactly the same. Copy to here. And then huh, if the bass is always doing this, in that case, we could just completely replace the... So it's gonna go from here down to there, I guess. So we can just make this like velocity 1 and then portamento time. Can be like a... I don't know what speed we need it to be. And turn it on. Okay, that's a little bit long. A little bit too long. Still a bit too long, but we're getting there. That actually sounds really similar to how it sounded on the other track. I wonder if I can't really get it much shorter. Oh, I can. It just doesn't really sound like a kick though. Okay, what if we just repeatedly do that instead of this? This kind of sounds a bit more muffled, unfortunately. Because it's starting on this sample, which I'm clicking but you can't hear it because it's so high. I mean, it's so quiet. Okay, let's put that there, I guess. Wait, what am I doing? And then you can go there. And then you can go there. And then I can just copy these ones. Yeah, I guess I just want exactly the same again, but now I can get rid of these. Oh god. Okay, we don't want these anymore. Okay, now it's starting to sound like something suitably actually electronic almost, rather than, you know, not. Kind of needs to be longer there. Ooh. I was having them that long actually. Maybe not quite that long. We can move these to... maybe I should call this... For these notes that I don't want portamento on, I guess I could just keep them on their own track. Let's call it bass square, I guess. And then I want these to be on their own track because I want it to be different and longer and I just want it to be their own thing. So let's put them onto this channel. Now call them chords. And I will probably lengthen them. Okay, they're not going to be piano. What if we use a pulse? Like a squared pulse wave? Without the reverb. Wasn't there a saw one as well? Huh. This one needs head pads. Fifths. Excuse me? They really just had spare space on the ROM and didn't know what else to put at sometimes, didn't they? Okay, what if we started at 0? And then we lengthen these ones a bit. And... okay, maybe it actually should be shorter. But we'll just use a longer release time. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we should have them be short. Maybe these don't sound like... yeah, that's probably better. I wonder. You know what? I'm breaking free of this trap of keeping the Base always the same. Yes. We're trying this. Wait, that actually sounds kind of cool, even though it's going to the same pitch. Yeah. What if I keep these up here? Oh. Oh, hang on a second. Wait, is that not correct? Oh, this is probably not the correct part. Yeah, okay, it was the top part, though, so. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. By previewing being limited with software, thanks? Question mark? I'm getting mixed signals here. Um. Round again? Question mark? Round again, but with another layer. It's a bit cliche. Maybe do another one of this. Do I want the bass to be that active? Oh, I see. Ah, wait, that's the same as this there. I don't want it to be playing the exact same thing. Was it the first time around? Fine. Fine. Use another new element, maybe. Yeah. I know. Playing with old software hardware is fun and cool and helps. True, and it's also, yeah. I don't know. I like it. It's fun trying to see what sounds I can get out of it. You got yourself an old rotary dial phone. One day you called a service hotline and the voice asked me to press 1 and I couldn't. I got a telephone tone generator. Interesting. I love the way it was just audio along the same line. Reminds me of when my brother and I were trying to whistle the one tone each of the DTMF for the digits 1, 2, 3 to call the talking clock on the phone. And it was always very exciting when the dial tone disappeared because it got detected on the other end as an actual press. I don't know if we ever got all 3, but we got it to detect at least 1 digit, which is fun. But it's like super accurate with its frequency detection, unfortunately. They really weren't considering, were they? People trying to whistle it. I don't know why they weren't considering that. Yeah, I'm thinking for this one I might just try to be less strictly about things that would have been possible with hardware of the time and more just like, you know. So what if I do just want an airy, almost like polysynth or string-like sound going on in the background? Even if that's not a thing that would have happened at the time. What if I do just polysynth pad and we slap one of these variants on it, I suppose. Oh. Playing with that kind of thought is fun too. What kind of thing? I think I want actually something just much more paddy. What if I do allow myself to have a warm pad? No, none of that. Why does my hand keep on getting stuck? It's kind of annoying me. It's also kind of breaking the convention of how things would have been written at the time. Oh. I think we want it to be this high, but I want it to be very, very background. Well, mind you, this is still 2 notes that are already being played, but whatever. Why am I stretching them the entire way across as well? That's... What if this one is actually the thing that should be being focused on and we quieten down the pulses? Do you know koi fish travel in groups of 4? If attacked, A, B, C, koi scatter and leave behind a decoy. Oh my god! God damn it, Chixie. A decoy. I feel like I've heard that before, but I completely forgot it as well at the time. Nice. Leave behind a decoy. Good job. Good job. you know what? These chords almost are. They're almost plucks. Aren't they? They're kind of almost plucks. So what would they be like if they were? If we just set the duration to something like 30 ticks or something. Oh, that's actually not long because because I'm not using many ticks per quarter note. Oh, I didn't mean 905, I meant 95. No, I definitely do prefer it not like that. Worth a try, I guess. My temptation is to make it sound more filled in by making the bass not be like, you know, so have such empty bits in it. But I guess I could just extend the notes when they're not going bum 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 bum. If we just pull that up to there and then everywhere else. What would that sound like? I think it sounds maybe better. What would this sound like if this were actually a nice clean square wave, I wonder? Well, we can't really find out, can we? Because we're already using the lo-fi for this shit. Well, we're already using the grand total of 1 insertion effect. So I can't... I mean, I could run them both through it. But I think that would sound awful. Right, it's lowering the sample rate, so of course it sounds good. But I actually somehow did bring back a bit of the harmonics. Compared to... Oh, maybe it didn't. I thought it did. Maybe it's just because it went... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like I need to be able to play around with this offline. I have no idea how Past Me was able to, like, make a lot of music on stream. I feel like I've lost a lot of confidence in making stuff on stream. I mean on stream. How to develop it into a song? Easy to say! You made plenty of progress. Did I? I did a tiny silly glorp thing and then... Well, did I even? I guess I did do a tiny glorp thing. I did the silly... sound. It's 8 bars! That's still plenty of progress. Thank you though. Yeah, I guess I need to just play around. Thank you for the saving of the kidneys. Can I show you something that I made actually that was competent to make myself feel less shit about myself? Hold on. I should probably actually go and save the kidneys. But yeah, I will. I mean, sorry, I should probably go and stop stream is what I meant to say, and then I will save the kidneys when I do that. Because I haven't even had dinner yet, and I should have been having dinner 2 hours ago. Go pith. Okay, well, I'm going to play this first, so you can't escape it that easily. It's a slightly different vibe. Anyway, I'm gonna hydrate now, and also slap the mic apparently. And then I'll go and save the kidneys. This is my most complex one to date. it uses more than the 16 channels as well. But prepare yourself for a million strange noises. Oh. Still holding my bottle. I love right symbols, I'm sorry. I just have to say it every time. Why is it fun to try and make flying car sounds? And then it would loop it. What did I use? Multiple? Oh, it was this! Which channel did I even put that on? Oh. Yay for manually drawing out the harmonics. Okay, I think I'm gonna end. I'm just being silly now. I'm just being silly. I'll play around with things on stream, off stream, off stream, on stream. The things that I was doing on stream, off stream. Yes, yes, that one. That one. That one. Well, that was an interesting stream. Oh, you know what? I could actually end with this music, because this is the music that I started the stream with as well. Misk? Yeah. This is my first time actually trying to make an actual trance track. Everyone's already heard it a million times. I'm only mentioning it again because there's someone who's musically inclined in the chat. So while this plays, I'm gonna prepare to look for somebody to raid. And thank everybody for being here. I didn't mean to tab over to that. I'm trying to tab over to OBS so I can see what's going on. Who is streaming currently? There's a bunch of peeps. There is Lane, who's doing software and game dev. There is Psydetta. Happy British Science Week. I didn't even know that was a thing. Bixia is playing Arknights, Shika is playing Monster Hunter, Uni is doing art, Omni is playing Block Factory. I haven't been able to raid Omni in ages! The fuck is Omni on at this time of day? I thought he usually streamed in the, like, lunchtime. Mind you, I also haven't got to raid Psydetta that much. Can I share my music here if you'd like to listen to? Best place would probably be in the Discord server. If anybody's interested, you can slide in here. Because I'm about to close OBS when I stop streaming. So I'm gonna forget about it. I'm sorry. But there is like a promote self and others, and there's also a media share channel. And the creative and dev. Take your pick about which one to put it in. Probably creative and dev. I'm not sure actually. I don't know. Cool cat. How's it going? Nyan? Question mark? I was trying to keep us like super minimalistic at this point before we reach the grand climax. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to make music on stream anymore, apparently. It's difficult on the stream. Hey, Kubi-san! Should I read Kubi? Kubi? Man, it would have made more sense if I had done stuff on Unity on today's stream, because she's actually doing... Me? Am I speaking tongues, or is QV speaking in tongues? Does Nyan actually have a meaning? Is it Japanese or something? Yeah, it's just meow. It's just meow. Maybe I'll pass you on to... how to decide? How do I decide? I think I might pass you on to... Omni question mark? If only because I haven't been able to recently. He's currently playing a game called Block Factory, which I had heard someone mention recently, and hadn't. The Nyan cat was always a meow cat. Yeah! Exactly. I just realized this isn't fucking scrolling. Okay, in that case... Okay, it's not how you shout out. I'm gonna start raiding. No, that's not how you raid! Oh my god. My brain is not working so well today. Sheesh. Oh my god, I can't even... The stopping of the music. Here's where we're going. To a plate with ketchup and mustard. No, that's not actually what he looks like, but... That's just the avatar. Currently playing Block Factory. Why is it not being able to show the name? Hang on, why the fuck is it not being able to show the name of the game? Is that broken on my shoutout? Do they deprecate that fucking API endpoint or something? Anyway, raid message is gonna be, Nyan raid, I guess, since Nyan was mentioned. Sure, that can be the raid message. Or if you don't have access to that emote, that can be the raid message. But yeah, it's gonna be all for now. Thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry, the stream, I didn't really do much. I felt we had some fun talks about demo scene stuff at one point. I should probably do a stream where we just talk about that. Heaven forbid I actually make something for it. Maybe at some point. I was doing those stuff at one point. But yeah, that's gonna be all for now. Bye! In what channel? Share your music? Probably Media Share, Creative and Dev, or the other one. This isn't the best time, I guess.